Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a new top-down breakdown analysis of today. Today is the 19th February. Okay, so it's a little bit of a mess right now, but you can see here, let's start from the daily candle. Just look at the time frame which I'm on so you don't get too confused. Alright, so what I marked out is the previous day high and then the buy side liquidity on the lower time frames, which is going to be the next external liquidity. And then what I marked out is the end of the daily fair value gap, because that's the last way to push us down more. So focus more on a end of a fair value gap than on a start on a fair value gap. So yeah, I'll just switched on the 8 hourly time frame. What I saw here is, like, I don't trade patterns, but I use this as liquidity. Now I see like something like a head and shoulder patterns just to fill those buyers. Can you see this huge wick, y'all? Yeah, in this huge wick here we need to fill those buyers, so it needs to come down once more before pushing up. That's why I looked for a yeah, breakdown here, but I didn't look for a position to short. Alright, but after that it should all the way go back up, like to the external buy side liquidity, because like the internal was like lower at first. Yeah, but that doesn't matter now. And then I got that manipulation trend. I'm marking out like those lows here, so I know where it's gonna break down, like not exactly, but somewhere around here. Yeah, but we can delete this now. After that I went to the 4 hour. At the 4 hour we see we got that retracement here, a little retracement here of that daily fair value gap. We hit that buy side liquidity here, and then we came all the way back down here, and that created our low. So that's why I expect it's not gonna go lower this time than this here, because we're still in a huge uptrend. We got lots of buyers around here. You can see huge order block here, so we won't look for any sells around this point. And yeah, that's the retracement on the higher time frame. So let's switch now to the 1 hour time frame. uh, Yesterday we had a nice SMT here that occurs that sell, and I got no some nice selling position here as continuation. But yeah, today we're just analyzing this. Alright, so what just happened is in the London session we break all the way down, and my point of interest was this hourly order block here. So I looked for buying around this point here, because we got everything. We got that trend which I drawed in, like on the higher time frame. Alright, after we came all the way down here, you'll see we inversed this huge bearish fair value gap. So I knew we were bullish right now. We just retracing down here. So I go down to the 3 minutes now, and what just happened today is we didn't tap in the order block. And yeah, y'all need to know how I'm drawing in my order blocks. So I'm not drawing my order blocks like this, like from candle to candle. I'm drawing it only to body, like body to candle. Like that's my huge order block here. So yeah, I'm not going for a trade around this order block here. And some people use the 50% of the order block, or like 70%. Yeah, that doesn't matter now. Alright, so I went to the 3 minute. We tapped here into the order block, but here we didn't tap in, so we came all the way back up. I saw we got here a 3 minute, a 5 minute, and a 15 minute fair value gap. So 3 minute here, 5 minute here, and that huge 15 minute fair value gap. So I knew we're gonna drop down once again, of course. So what just happened? We dropped down all the way again, and here, after hitting that order block, which I wanted to see, I want to see a inversion gap on a 3 minute time frame or 5 minute time frame. So what y'all can see here, I got that bullish change of character. That's gonna tell me we're bullish now off that 1 hourly order block. So we got that here. Y'all, if I go to the 5 minute, y'all can see here also it's a 5 minute fair value gap. So confirms us. After that, I'm going to the 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute here, so we got a candle close above. It retraced down. Now I want to see exactly the same thing on a lower time frame. Like now I want to see a 1 minute inverse fair value gap, like a 3 minute, a hourly, like go all the way down. Yeah, just a normal top-down analysis. Alright, and then we just passed this fair value gap here, this bearish, so I just knew we're bullish now. But exactly for my entry model now, what's the key? Okay, I'll just tell it for free. Alright, man. Do y'all know that guy, Wyckoff? Like Wyckoff, that man is like the father of ICT. Like he existed before ICT, and ICT just simplified his method. So I'm using exactly his method right now for an entry. And what's happening now? Here we just like those structure here is that confirmation which I did with y'all right now. Like that inverse fair value gap, confirming that our block is bullish. Let's say we're tapping here into that 1 hour order block. That's what I just all did with you guys. Now the thing is what I want to see after inversing this here, the 1 minute. He drawed in the low. That's the first sell side liquidity, and the next one gonna be the turtle soup. That's should be the last low, and then it go all the way up. So exactly what I used. Like ICT is all patterns, just like more in harder ways. But yeah. Alright, where were we? Here. The 1 minute bullish fair value gap, get inverse, coming all the way down. I draw in here the sell side liquidity, hit it that sell side liquidity, tapped here into the 4 hourly fair value gap, retracing all the way up. Mostly it's only gonna hit that first 1 minute buy side liquidity, and that's gonna be turtle soup to go more down, but not as always. So after that we came all the way back down, and that should be the last turtle soup. And y'all can see here why are we dropping way more down. And the thing is because we need to confirm it on the second time frame, just as logic as is not that hard. So alright, so after that turtle soup here, that should be the last low somewhere around here. I looked for my position here, and what I said in the chat is I'm gonna go long of the first 10-second inverse fair value gap. So if a bearish fair value gap get inverse, so here the thing is my first entry was a bit dumb. I thought this one's gonna be an inverse because it's moving so fast on the second time frames. So you need to watch very like look here. Y'all can see if that's gonna be a bearish. Like look, 3 second, 2 seconds, 1 second, closed, 9, 8, 7, 6. Then it's just dropping. You don't know. This could be still a bullish candle. So y'all don't know. Yeah. All right. So that's what just as example. And all right. So now that's why I entered longs off. Got my stop loss at 10 points. I only risk 200 per trade, 10 points only, one contract on a minis. So that turned out to be loss, of course. And then we came all the way up. We inverse this one here. Let's mark this out as inverse fair value gap. So we inverse this here, but we got here a huge bearish fair value gap. So we got used here once, but this is still intact. So we got tapped in here. It dropped us all the way back down once again. So I entered here again, like I entered here again longs because I thought that's a valid inverse fair value gap. But because of that, manipulates us down. But the thing is, because we confirmed that we're inverse this one here, that's the last turtle soup. We can't go lower in time frames. That's the 10-second motherfucking time frame. So after going down here, I'm just looking for a place where buyers stepped in. because on the second chart y'all can see the buyers really nice, like it's like order flow, reading exactly order flow, but just in second time frame. Like you can read every single move, like every buyer, every seller. Alright, so here I saw buyer stepped in, I entered here of the next candle right here, one contract, and then 10-point stop. And what I'm targeting is, normally I will be targeting the first buy side liquidity, and my win rate is like 90%. But today, because of that huge top down analysis, I was going for something bigger. So if we go to the 1 minute here, you can see normally my TP will be the first buy side liquidity. You can see that's the 1 minute buy side liquidity. The next buy side liquidity will be here as example. But after hitting this buy side liquidity here, I went break even. So it came all the way back down, but mostly it's gonna retrace to my position and then it's gonna go up, but I was break even here. And then what it confirms to be bullish for me to add some confidence is on the 5 minute, a change in state of delivery. If y'all don't know what a change in state of delivery is, look it up. I won't show you it here, that isn't a course. So here the last bearish candle close to the downside, so the last body here, change in state of delivery. On the 5 minute it needs to be a little bit higher time frame, not a low time frame, so that confirms me we're bullish. Alright, so and goes all the way back up, but we got still here that bullish like inverse fair value gap, but it's still an inverse fair value gap. So it tapped here in, we dropped like huge, but I still hold that position, but because I was still confident in it, because that was for me like a manipulation move. It was a manipulation move because it moved so fast, and we still are in a continuation buying model. So we got that market maker buy model. So I'm just trading ICT simplified and also with the wake up strategy and all, and that was it. Targeting this buy side liquidity here. Also got my whole buying model, said that's gonna be the last turtle soup, looked for buys around here, and yeah, that's it. Do I got anything else to say? Yeah, I just got 2 losses of entries, but I got a huge win, like almost 10 RR. Yeah, and that made me for the day 1565. I lost 400 of those entry, like 2 times 400, and made almost 2k. Alright, thank you for listening. You're welcome. Just watch me. Y'all get it. Just mental psychology. Stick to your strategy. And so I'm taking only 3 trades a day. So that was my last trade per day. So I didn't care what would happen with the trade. So just stick to your plan, and yeah, you're gonna make it, bro.